guys, it's your girl T, and I want to shout out Ashley on Facebook. Ashley sent me this crazy story, and it's coming out of Oklahoma City. If you guys have not heard, the other day there was a 37-year-old man named Sammy Wallace, and basically a young mother was out shopping with two of her girls. She had a 12-year-old daughter with her and her 2-year-old daughter Zoe in the cart. So as her back is turned, she's, grocery shopping like we all do normally, and this man walks up to her daughter, picks her daughter up, holds a knife to the little girl's throat, the 2-year-old girl's throat, and threatens to kill her unless the mother calls his PO. And then he proceeds to hand the mother the phone, and the mother's dialing, a bunch of chaos ensues. Other, shoppers come around and they're trying to talk him out of it. They're trying to tell him to give the little girl back to the mom. This whole situation is just insane. Long story short, the police get called in, and he's counting down from 60 all the way down to 1 second before he stabs the little girl. So as he's counting down, the police officer takes aim and blows his head off, and they were able to save the little girl. So this whole situation is just crazy. The mom has finally decided to come out and speak about the entire ordeal. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip right now, and then I'll come back with the rest of my comments.
Mom of 2 girls, and I have to imagine this was just a weekly shopping trip.
It's just a grocery shopping trip. I just needed to get some groceries, and I felt comfortable. I felt safe in my surroundings.
Little did Alicia Keating know, a stranger, Sammy Wallace, had his eyes on her and her 2 daughters, 2-year-old Zoe and 12-year-old Ashley.
He just picked up Zoe and walked over to my mom. I thought it was an old friend of hers.
I turned around. There was this tall, huge man standing there with my baby in his arms, and I saw the knife, and I thought, this can't be real.
So he had the knife right off the bat.
He made sure that I saw that knife, and he was talking quietly, and initially I thought he was going to make us come with him and leave, and we were going to have to leave with him. So immediately I panicked, and I just started screaming, please help me, this man has my baby, and I screamed on the top of my lungs for everybody to hear.
Wallace had thrown her his cell phone to call someone for him, her hands shaking too much to ever complete the phone call. But Alicia managed to get out a message of her own to suspect Sammy Wallace.
I told Sammy when he had her in his arms, I said, please don't hurt my baby. I said, I prayed for her for 3 years, and the Lord gave her to me. Please don't hurt her. And then he had a tear running down his face. Yeah, he started crying.
Was there ever a point where you thought, I'm going to try to attack this man? I'm going to try to grab my baby from him?
When they took me up front to get away from him, there was a point where I wanted to just run in there and give him all that I could to take my baby back.
She calls the next 30 minutes the longest of her life.
When I heard the gunshot, I immediately thought he had killed her. And I just started screaming and jerking around and throwing my hands in the air. She had blood all over her arm and her leg. And immediately, I knew she was alive. I could tell she was alive. But he said, it's not her blood, it's not her blood. She's okay. I'm just so thankful. Whenever I watch her play, I look at her and I start crying because I'm so thankful that I have her.
Alicia gives all the credit to divine intervention.
I want to give glory to the Lord Jesus Christ for hearing my cry out for help. After I found out the ending, when I knew that he had passed away, I just prayed for the Lord to show him mercy. And I prayed for his family and the comfort of his family.
You're 2, and today little 2-year-old Zoe seems unfazed by what's happened.
There's a good ending to this story, and that is my daughter has her life, and I'm very thankful for that.
Okay, so you guys just watched the news clip, and honestly, I can't even imagine the sheer terror and emotions that mother was going through. We all go shopping at the grocery store. This is something this could have been any of us as a victim. This could have been any young mom out there shopping with their kid, and then for some grown man to just come and snatch up your child and then hold a knife to your child's throat. I couldn't imagine the anxiety, the emotions, the sadness, just the overwhelming sense of fear that this woman had to endure for 30 minutes straight. It's unfortunate this man was killed. you know, but I don't blame the police officers. They had to do what they had to do. I mean, to me, I feel like he might have been on a death wish. From what I'm hearing, he was mentally ill. He had a lot of issues going on. As she said in the video, he started breaking down. He started crying. You know, I wish they would have been able to reach out to him before he felt the need to go, you know, take a knife to a 2-year-old's throat. I wish there had been some family members there for him, or, you know, someone he could have talked to about his situation, whatever he was going through, before everything had to unfold the way that it did. So I think the whole situation is tragic, but this is just another lesson to let us know that we have to be vigilant when we're out here with our kids shopping, that there are just crazy people out here. I just don't know what is going on anymore. It's like these stores are getting crazier and crazier as time goes on. You know, I'm just glad that the little girl is okay. I'm glad the mother and her other daughter were okay. You know, and my heart goes out to the man's family as well, because they're probably in shock that he did something like this and he was killed because of it. So, but I don't blame the police officers in this situation. You know, I feel like they had to do what they had to do. So anyways, go ahead, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about the entire situation. Do you think that deadly force was necessary? Do you think that they could have just negotiated with him? How do you feel about them, you know, blowing his head off in front of the little girl, because some people were upset about that? And then how do you feel about, you know, the mother's ordeal? And what would you have done if you were in that same situation? So go ahead, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about the entire situation. All right, deuces. So the question of the day is, what is the craziest thing you've ever seen at Walmart? So make sure you leave a comment, you rate, subscribe, and share the video. Talk to y'all later.